Guys, welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. This is so much more. We are talking about Amazon Prime's new show, Harlem. You guys have been hitting me up every single day since it's been out. Watch it, watch it, watch it. I watched the entire season over the weekend, but we're going to break it down 1 through 4 tonight, and then we'll go through probably tomorrow night, 4 through 8. And then we'll finish it off by the end of the week. But before we do that, guys, you know we like to get our vibes up. It's the holidays. Happy holidays. Congrats to all of our 12 days of Christmas winners so far. Shout out to our subscribers, to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members, and everyone that's watching on multiple platforms, including our TikTok. Thank you so much for the roses and the likes. Let's get into this. Let's play some music. Let's go. Let me know where you're watching from. Drop your elephants and crowns in the chat.
Wanna see you with your hands up, going straight to the sky. Let me see you put your hands up, 'cause we do till we die and we on another level. To the rest, wave goodbye, put baguettes in the benzo. Got a piece of the pie. Told you once, told you twice, that we only got one life. Stay up. Diamond shine, best at night. You wear yours, I'll wear mine. Go dumb tonight, tonight. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Cali Dro got me feeling right. With my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Cali Dro got me feeling right. Wanna see you put your hands up. Hands up. Pointing straight to the sun. Everybody lift your bands up. Celebrate 'cause we won, we stay on another level. Another level. Yeah, the team stay fly. Word to Bruno, get your rings up. 'Cause the limit is the sky. Told you once, told you twice, that we only got one life. Stay up. Gotta stay so young. Diamond shine, best at night. You wear yours, I'll wear mine. Go dumb tonight, tonight. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Cali Dro got me feeling right. With my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Cali Dro got me feeling right. With my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Cali Dro got me feeling right. With my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Uh-oh. Cali Dro got me feeling right.
Guys, welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Thank you all for being here. We are talking about the new Prime Video show, Harlem. You all have been asking me to talk about it, recap it, and I said I had to, but I couldn't do it all in one just live. We're going to recap the first 4 episodes, but before we get to that, shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. We are live on multiple platforms. I apologize. I'm sucking on a lozenge. We're live on TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're live on Twitch and Twitter. Thank you all for being here or there. And we're live on, of course, TikTok. Hold on. Oh, the song. The song is by No Extra, Ice in the Clouds. There we go. Extra without the EX, just an X. Okay. Thank you, Sasha. All right. There was one thing I forgot to do, and I need to upload it here if I can. Here it is. Let me just bring this here. These are the lovely ladies that we're talking about. You know, we recapped last Friday, and just like that, the Sex and the City reboot. You know, I love Sex and the City. I told you to bring your best shoes and get a nice spicy drink. So stay tuned for the recap of episode 3 of Unjust and Just Like That. But with these lovely ladies, you need to bring out something festive too. Bring out your best dress, your best shoes. This really is the Sex and the City of today and of Harlem. The reason why I said the real New York City is because when we got Sex and the City so many years ago, no matter how much we love them, it didn't really represent the New York City that people live here, know, and love, and that it's diverse. So yes, we're getting a full Black cast here, but we also know that there are so many dynamic women of color in New York City. But this is just giving us an idea of the women from Harlem. And they all really fit the archetype of what we get from Sex and the City. Okay? Angie, who is the beautiful lady in green. And some people, you know, there were some people that were in my comments and in the text messaging community that said they didn't like Angie. They said she was too stereotypical. And I didn't like that. You know why? Because there are women that can relate to Angie too. I don't feel like she is stereotypical. Maybe that's someone else's own ignorance. Just saying. Angie to me is the fun, the funny. She used to be according to her character, she used to be a major recording artist. And we will get to her years of being a major recording artist later in the season. We're only recapping the first couple of episodes. But Angie, she is living on Quinn's couch. She's adding so much funny. She's a former recording artist who no longer is. We probably know a few of those now. But now she's in the Get Out musical, which I have to say, I know it's for the show, but the musical, they might want to get on that. That was kind of clever. Some of the music that we hear later in the season, I thought it was pretty good. I was like, we need to Get Out the musical. Am I wrong? Maybe it's just me. And of course, Quinn, who is Grace Byers. You remember Grace Byers from Empire on Fox, who I felt was really good in Empire, to be honest with you, in comparison to some of the lackluster acting that we got in there. And she married her co-star, and they seem to be very, very happy together. If anything, that was the best thing to come out of Empire for her. Well, she plays this role, Quinn, so well. This was a perfect role for her. She is the daughter of Jasmine Guy, who's playing a Jamaican character. We will get there. Because if you follow me on Twitter, you already heard my thoughts on her mom, Jasmine Guy, and that Jamaican accent. Okay. And of course, everyone knows Megan Good. Look, when we first talked about this and I briefly spoke about Harlem, I said, Megan Good is not my favorite actress. Megan Good has been around a very long time. I have nothing against Megan Good. I appreciate what she has added to over the years. But I was like, oh, I don't know. Especially when you guys first told me about the show. I was like, I don't know about Megan Good. She's not my favorite actress. But you know what? She owns this role. She really is the Carrie. I know I hate to, we're going to draw comparisons to Sex and the City. All right. You know, we love it. So we're going to draw comparisons because they are the archetype here. And of course, I'm sure Sex and the City was based off of archetypes that Candace Bushell came up with as well. But I really feel that this is an elevated version of Carrie, an educated version of Carrie, an actual successful professional woman. And not to take away from Carrie, because she was successful in her own right and a professional in her own right. But this is another level. This is another level. Okay. And then Ty. Here's the thing. When we talk about stereotypical characters, Ty's character, and I know a lot of, quote, butch lesbians, and the stereotypes that come with being a butch lesbian, being a play, playing with people's hearts. And she really kind of leans into that, but they break that character down throughout the season. But when we're first introduced to Ty's character, it's like, oh, here we go. The typical butch girl being a player, playing around with everyone's feelings until she gets played. What episode did she get played in? She gets played in, I think it's episode 2. I think it's episode 2 she gets played in, or episode 3. I broke this down, y'all. Was it? Oh, it's episode 3. I think she gets played. Yep. No, she gets played in episode 2. She gets played by her own other butch lesbian counterpart, I guess I could say. Binder or Bust says, Ty grew on me. Ty grew on me too, because at first I was like, I don't know about Ty. Especially because she did come across very stereotypical. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are talking about the new, really popular and successful show on Prime. I can almost guarantee they're going to get a second season. If not, we're going to advocate for it. I know we've turned a lot of people onto it this week because we've been talking about it, saying we're going to recap it. So I said, perfect. Tuesdays, aren't the craziest busy days when it comes to our live recap. So I wanted to talk about this. But speaking of which, guys, if you missed anything that we posted today on my TikTok or on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, be sure to check that out as well. And guys, don't forget to follow us on Facebook. We are trying to build our audience on Facebook. There will be additional content coming there. So be sure to like us, The Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. Those are 2 pages. Be sure to follow me there. And you never know, 12 Days of Christmas might come there. So be sure to follow us there. And congratulations to we had 2 winners earlier today during our live recap. So yes. Yes, all of my mods are great. Shout out to all of our mods. We appreciate you all being here and keeping the chat a great conversation. Tonight's live chat is subscribers only. Subscribers only. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. But technically, you should have been subscribed already. But anyways, let's get into some of the things that happened in the pilot. Some of you were saying that you weren't sure from the pilot. And honestly, when I first watched that first episode, I was like, But when we were talking about Queens on ABC, I said, we got to give these shows an opportunity to build the characters and for us to warm up to them. I have to give it to the creator of this show. You warm up to these characters fairly quickly. The pilot was a little like, okay, but rewatching the pilot the second time, I appreciated the pilot more than I did the first time. Try watching. I'm literally rewatching it again so I can give you a full recap here on the channel. And I'm enjoying watching it a second time. That already says to me that it's a good show, that I can rewatch it immediately after I've already just watched it over the weekend. So the first episode, Camille's ex. First, hold on. There's no way I can do this live without a picture of Camille's ex. I'm sorry. There's no way that I can do this without getting a picture of my boyfriend. I know he has a girlfriend, all right? A new girlfriend. I've seen the pictures but I've seen him before on OWN. I forgot what he's in on OWN. You guys will remind me in the chat. But this is my boo. Here's a good picture. I don't have a type, y'all. But if I was going to have one, Tyler Lepley. Damn him. Yes, the have and have nots. I couldn't remember the show. Someone said, isn't he from P-Valley? I never watched P-Valley. I heard of it, but I never did. Yes, Ian. He's playing her, the big love. I don't want to say he's Mr. Big, because he's not, because they were in a relationship. And we find out later in the season what happens with that relationship. I don't want to go too far ahead. We're just talking about episodes 1 through 4, but he's back in town after leaving. He's a chef, not a cook. He is a chef. They were supposed to go to Paris together. We don't know that in the first couple of episodes, but she ends up breaking up with him. We're like, why is she breaking up with him? We only get to see in the first episode her saying goodbye to him. We later get a better idea of what that is. We get but him, oh my gosh. Yes, Ian is gorgeous. Ian's also with a really beautiful woman, so I can't remember her name. You guys will remind me in the chat. Ian in real life, not Ian, sorry. Tyler in real life has a beautiful, beautiful girlfriend too. Damn them. I have to say, I saw that video of them on social media where he was slapping her butt. I was just like, okay. Just Jamaica says, hold on. Ooh. Just Jamaica says, Jameson is just a placeholder. Jameson, we are introduced a little bit later on. He is a fellow panelist that she meets while she's on a panel under Dr. Pruitt, aka Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg did not have to delve. Whoopi Goldberg's a fantastic actress, but she did not have to dig deep for this particular role. All I see is Whoopi. All I see is Whoopi, but I appreciate it. I feel either way, she's still a great character in it. Anyways, Camille has a sighting of her ex on her block. So that's when we're first introduced to this beautiful man. I'm going to keep bringing his picture up just in case y'all didn't know. Jameson, he's a good looking guy too, but he's no Ian. All right. Just saying. Just saying. Back to this. Where was I? Back to my notes. But the Carrie character, aka Megan Good's character, Camille, that starts with a C as well. Shout out to Prime, though. You know, a lot of these other streaming apps don't do this, and I'm surprised they haven't jumped on the bandwagon of doing this, where when you click on what you're watching, they tell you who the actors are and the characters that they're playing on the show within that scene. I love that. Even if music's playing, they'll let you know who the artist is at the same time. I love that. I love that. Obi says, if Whoopi is going to play herself, could have done with someone else. Yeah, but it's Whoopi. If you can get Whoopi in your show, you get Whoopi in your show. I'm just saying. But the character that I feel they should have recast was Jasmine Guy. We will get there. We will get there. So Camille is a professor. She's an anthropologist, very educated, very into of today, where she advocates on social media, which is, look, a lot of people say that about Sean King. They say that about a lot of new activists, but Sean King gets out there too. But she's not one that's doing the groundwork. And Whoopi, Dr. Pruitt, the character that Whoopi plays, questions her authenticity in what she's doing. She feels that she's just a social media advocate. But that's important too. I know a lot of people like to downplay social media, but social media is so powerful and influential. But we'll get there. So we find out, Camille, she's a professor, and one of her students wants to sleep with her. He even drops the class to sleep with her. She does eventually sleep with him. Good for her. So this really gives us that same Sex and the City feel, but in a different part of town. Sex and the City was downtown, midtown, Brooklyn at one point. Upper West Side, Upper East Side. They never went to Harlem. They even went to Staten Island at one point in Sex and the City. Lied, though. They said, oh, the ferry stopped running. The ferry never stopped running. It would run every hour at certain points, but it never stopped running. But that's Sex and the City. We'll talk about that later in the week. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. So the pilot episode really is just introducing us to these cast of characters. If you guys are just joining us, we are talking about Harlem that's now available on Amazon Prime. It's actually trending in the top 10 on Amazon Prime. So if you haven't gotten into it, get into it. We are just recapping the first 4 episodes. We'll get into 4 through 8, more than likely tomorrow. Exactly. Jen Bunny says Harlem, Sex and the City. Yeah, it really is. But of course, it's not, we're comparing it to Sex and the City, but it's not exactly like Sex and the City. It's giving us today's experiences, what Harlem is like today, the gentrification of Harlem, and what that's looking like as well. Because I know people that live in Harlem probably like, this is so right about how Harlem has changed over the years. But also the Black experience, not just the Black female experience, but and I kind of hope they do get into the Black male experience, but we also get the Black lesbian experience. Dazan, thank you so much for the super chat. Just a little shake. Megan Good is your favorite actress. She's not my favorite actress, but she's good in this. She's good in this role. Thank you so much for the super chat, Dazan. And I wasn't sure about this. I was like, oh, I really haven't loved Megan Good in the past, but I do love her in this character, and she does play this Carrie-esque character very well for me. And I'm going to look forward to, because I know there's going to be someone that's going to break down the comparisons between Sex and the City and this show and how it's connected. And I'm going to just love all of that. I'm going to love all of that. Quinn. Can we talk about Quinn? As I said to you before, Grace Byers, who that's the first place I remember seeing her, was on Empire. Binder or Bust says, it's like Sex and the City, just not horrible. Come on. We love Sex and the City here. Okay. Homegirl Space says, since we're talking about Quinn, we'll talk about Jasmine Guy. So Quinn is the Charlotte. Quinn is the Charlotte. Okay, so if we were to give all these characters Sex and the City connections, Quinn is Charlotte, Camille is obviously Carrie, Ty is Samantha, and I'm guessing, which it wouldn't necessarily be Miranda, because I don't feel like Angie's Miranda at all. So she really is like the wild card here. But Quinn, every turn she makes, she can never get her relationship situation together. The first episode, she's going to Long Island, which, anyone that's from New York, is like, okay, let me take this off, y'all. If you're from New York, anything outside Manhattan or Brooklyn, people make a big deal about. And if you're from Manhattan, people make a big deal about Brooklyn too. And God forbid you live in Staten Island, because they don't consider that part of the I'm about to say part of the United States. Well, that too. New Yorkers do not claim Staten Island. If you ever mention Staten Island, they're sort of like, I've been there once. I took the ferry over once, but I didn't delve into the island. Oh, Lord. Tammy says, I love Jasmine Guy. Let's talk about Jasmine Guy. We're going to skip around. We're going to do this. I am going to drop the call link so you guys can share your thoughts. Only on the first 4 episodes, though. Hold off. Don't spoil it for people. But by now, you should have watched it. It came out, December 3rd? Today is December 14th? Damn. The month is flying by. Next week is Christmas, y'all. 11 days till Christmas. Less than 11 days now. All right. Quinn's mom. Quinn is very much like the Charlotte. She goes to Long Island for a date. This is one of the first dates that we see Quinn go on. And Lord have mercy, the man takes her to a club. I didn't even know they had clubs like that in Long Island. So it's one of those types of clubs. Someone spills something on her. Her date steals her bag. She can't get home. She's stuck in Long Island, because in Long Island, the trains do stop running in Long Island. The ferry in Staten Island doesn't stop, but the trains in Long Island do stop. At least back in the day. I don't know if it's changed since then, but I don't think so, based on the people I know. Just saying. But Long Island is far from City Central. Just saying. It is. But Quinn is destined to find love, and she's on that journey. And she goes all the way to Long Island, where a man steals from her again, because they talk about another man stealing from her before. Quinn has a journey. And I'm not going to lie. When she goes to her mother, because she is very much like Charlotte. She comes from money. She goes to her mother a lot. She's a fashion designer. She's trying to make the business that she started work, but her rent goes up, very much New York. The rents around the city have gone up, and they continuously go up. So her rent goes up. She has to beg her mother for money. She's introduced to a political activist. And I already sense an energy. I already sense an energy from this political activist. Quinn doesn't see it coming, but I saw it coming. Anyone else saw it coming? I saw it coming. I saw it coming. But let's talk about Jasmine Guy. Jasmine Guy, legendary Jasmine Guy. She's been in a lot of things, but most notably, A Different World. Okay? Whitley Gilbert. All right? Relax, relate, release. Love Jasmine Guy. I was going to say something, but I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. Being Jamaican, grew up around a lot of Jamaican accents. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Growing up around a lot of Jamaican accents. That was the worst Jamaican accent I've ever heard. Look, Jasmine Guy is a legend, and I'm sure they gave her the role. They didn't ask her to audition for that role. But that Jamaican accent, every time I hear, why couldn't she just be Jasmine Guy? Why does she have to have the accent? No, not be Jasmine Guy, but be the character. She didn't have to have the accent. We know a lot of Jamaicans, including my own mother, when she was at the workplace, she didn't sound Jamaican. Okay? She didn't have to have the accent. Okay? She did not have to have the accent. Or they could have given it to an actual Jamaican actress. Tammy said her accent is terrible, but give her time. No! Because I already know what Whitley Gilbert sounds like. I know what Jasmine Guy sounds like. That Jamaican accent is terrible. And I know a lot of people don't like Angie's Jamaican accent because Angie, and I think it's like episode 3, when she's in Quinn's store, she needs to raise $600 for her union fees in order to be in the Get Out musical. She pretends to have a Jamaican accent. Even her Jamaican accent's a little bit better. Her Jamaican accent was a little bit better. But we love you, Jasmine Guy, but that accent, they could have did without that. They could have did without that. I would have preferred they say her father was Jamaican. Just say her father's Jamaican. If you really want to have Jasmine Guy in it, just say her father's Jamaican. See, abundantly, Cindy, Angie's accent was better in my opinion. It was definitely better. Was it great? No. If you're talking about Jamaican accents, no. Hers wasn't great. It was better than Jasmine Guy's, but we didn't need that from Jasmine. Jasmine is a legend. We understand the writer producer that's putting this out. Shout out to her. She did an incredible job. You got Whoopi and you got Jasmine Guy in your show. You give them the role. However, as soon as she put it on, I'm like, Jasmine, I love you. You are a legend, but I do not want to offend Jamaican people. So let's scrap the Jamaican accent. We don't need it. We don't need it. We'll just say you've been here for like 20 years. We'll just say you're very stush. You're very, assimilated. Binder of Us says, yes, Kempire. The accent pulls you right out of the character. Yeah, it's just like, oof. I don't like it. Data said Felicia Rashad would never. Felicia Rashad would do a lot of other things, though. Love her, but not anymore. Bunny says, I missed that. The accent didn't sound Jamaican to me, at least. It did. She was trying, but we later find out from Quinn that her mom is Jamaican. And her dad, what did she say her dad was? Another Caribbean island. Even when Quinn hints at her Jamaican accent, Quinn's accent sounds better. For all we know, Grace Byers could be Jamaican, is she? But here's the thing. Look, I get it. It's Jasmine Guy. However, there's so many Jamaican actresses here in New York that probably would have, oh my gosh, to get the real authentic Jamaican accent, that would have been Yes, Cayman. Yes, Cayman. Thanks, Princess Gabby. Oh, Bunny, thank you too. I didn't love it. I didn't love it, but I love Jasmine Guy. And I just feel like they should have just had it be Jasmine Guy. That would have been really great. I just cringed. Faith City, thank you so much for the super chat. Did you see Megan Good in the Thriller with Kevin Costner? No. Did I see that? No, I didn't see that.
On it.
No one talking to you. Mind your business.
Still on it.
I'm gonna have to plug that thing out, y'all. Tammy McCord, Grace is an Islander, but I don't recall where.
Something's taking a little too long here.
Hold on, y'all. Gotta unplug these things. Is she from the Cayman Islands in real life? Hold on. Shalik says the Jamaican accent sounds like it was made in China. Oh my God. Kaya says, now I'm picturing Whitley doing a Jamaican accent. I can't. Oh my gosh. Sheryl Lee Ralph. How do we not get Sheryl Lee Ralph? That would have been perfect. That would have been perfect because that, first of all, we all know and love Sheryl Lee Ralph. We all know and love Sheryl Lee Ralph. She's a fantastic actress. And let's be honest, she looks better. Come on, Sheryl Lee Ralph. How old is Jasmine Guy and how old is Sheryl Lee Ralph? Please Google it for me. Come on now. Wendy, you guys can watch. We are recapping Harlem. That's available on Amazon Prime Video. If you already have a Prime account, you get Prime Video as a part of that, so you can watch it basically for free in comparison to everything else that we have. Look, Sheryl Lee Ralph's 64 years old. Jasmine is 59. Don't let me pull up pictures. I'm pulling up pictures. That's it. I'm pulling up pictures. Guys, we are recapping this. And look, we love Jasmine Guy. However, let's call a thing a thing. When I think about this, I'm like, oh my gosh, Sheryl Lee Ralph would have been perfect. I understand Sheryl Lee is also very booked and busy. She's also very much booked and busy. I don't know. It's hard to get a recent picture of, it's hard to tell what a recent picture of Sheryl Lee Ralph will look like because Sheryl Lee Ralph still looks the same. Okay? She still looks the same. Lord have mercy. Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to use whatever picture because at the end of the day, Jasmine has been looking like this for years. And no offense to Jasmine, but Sheryl Lee Ralph would have given us real Jamaican accent because she's a real Jamaican and she's an actress that we all know. She's an actress that we all know. This is Jasmine Guy. You remember Jasmine Guy? She's a legend. This is 59. This is 64. Okay? No offense. No offense to Jasmine Guy. But this is Sheryl Lee Ralph, who's Jamaican, who's a proud Jamaican. I'm mad that I forgot, but maybe she was busy. A lot of you were shocked yesterday when I said we reached out to a lot of Black-owned businesses and, they denied us for 12 Days of Christmas. Things happen behind the scenes. Maybe Sheryl Lee wanted too much money and Jasmine was like, I'll take it. You just never know. But unfortunately, although I love this show, that's one of the blind spots. I didn't like it. And don't be surprised if she's recast or they just get rid of the accent. Julia says, makes sense to me. Yeah, Sheryl, all right. Just saying. Let's move on. So Ty, who is very much not Tyler, my boo. Hey, Tyler, if you're watching this, look, I know you're heterosexual, but if you ever change your mind. Oh, my gosh. Sonny, thank you so much. Kempire, you have the best ideas for a lot of these shows that you review. Thank you so much. But I have to say, the Cheryl Lee Ralph idea was not me, it was one of you guys, but it makes perfect sense to me. I love Jasmine Guy, but this was not, especially because she had to have a Jamaican accent. Come on. Come on. All right, Ty. So Ty, who is the Black lesbian, but also she has a secret. She has a secret. We're not going to talk about the secret yet, but we are going to talk about, you remember the scene, I think it's like episode 2, where, yes, it's episode 2, where the palm reader tells her that your past is going to be coming back. It's coming back to haunt you. We need to pay attention to these little moments because her past does come back to haunt her. But not yet. We haven't gotten to that episode yet. The first couple of episodes, Ty is being very stereotypical. You know, a lot of people were talking about, oh, this is very stereotypical, some of the ladies on this show. But Ty, it's a very stereotypical character, but they break that down throughout the season. You know, first of all, she's a player. You know, she's sleeping with all these women and then forgetting them. And then she gets played by another Ty, another version of Ty, which I thought was interesting. And then she sleeps with the white woman, the one that's writing the Forbes article on her. First of all, she's very successful in her own right. She's created her own app. She's a boss. She is a real boss. A boss on the show. I know not a real boss. Not like Mia Thornton from Real Housewives of Potomac. Jenny Bunny says Ty is hilarious. I think they're all hilarious in their own way. To be honest with you, no. I'm going to take that back. I feel like everyone's hilarious except Camille, aka Megan Good, which she's not supposed to be. It's very much like Carrie on Sex and the City. Carrie isn't really the focal point of funny. We do get some funny moments with Carrie, but it's really everyone else that you're like, oh my gosh. And Angie, to me, is probably the funniest of all the ladies. She's probably the funniest of all the ladies. But Ty is confronted, first of all, she sleeps with this woman. You know, she's being Ty. She's doing Ty things. She sleeps with this white woman. And then she wakes up, the white woman has left. There's a reason why I'm calling her the white woman, y'all. She's left before Ty wakes up. And then Ty goes to the kitchen and the lady ate her chicken, her beef and broccoli. Anyone get triggered by that? Anyone get triggered by that? I was like, not your beef and broccoli. Not your beef and broccoli. Yes. Yeah, Camille's awkwardness is funny. We laugh at her. So she gets played, but then she later meets the writer of the Forbes article, and it's the same woman. They end up in later episodes dating, but in the conversation with this woman, the woman confronts her for her hypocrisy on a Black dating app. However, is she not willing to date outside her race? Like, she's challenged on that, which to me is a really great conversation for us as a community to talk about, because I know one of my friends, I know a few people that date interracially, but I will never forget one of my friends who has been in an interracial relationship for a very long time says that she has experienced more racism here in New York City for dating outside her race than anywhere else. Not in the South, but here in New York City. And I was like, wow, really? So I think the reason why Ty, when she starts dating this white woman and people are looking at her walking around the streets of New York, she's like, and this is a later episode, I'm skipping ahead, but if you watch the entire season, you know what I'm talking about. So she gets in her feelings and she breaks up with the woman later. I'm sorry if you haven't watched the entire thing. Yeah, people are saying, wow, in New York City. You'd be surprised. Look, you'd be surprised, especially walking around Harlem. Joking. All right. Shay says, I lived in both. This is true. Yeah. Okay. Yep. See, Curvy Queen says, Wow. Wow, New York, I'm shocked. Here's more in the country. But Ty is an interesting character because there's more to Ty that's going to be broken down a little bit later on. I just wanted to touch on that that particular portion where she is confronted by the woman she had a one night stand with, ends up being the writer who starts questioning her Black dating app. However, is she not open to dating outside of her race, and is she fetishizing, which we've coined that phrase in regards to white people dating us just because we're Black. So she says this is sort of a reverse situation. Lord. That's a really good conversation. That's why I said the first episode, if you've watched the first episode and you're like, oh, I don't know about this. No, keep watching. It gets better. But rewatching the first episode, I was able to really appreciate it a little bit more. All right. Okay, we already went on a tangent about Quinn's mom, Jasmine Guy. We'll leave that alone. We're introduced to Whoopi Goldberg's character, Dr. Pruitt. So she didn't dig deep for this character, but look, as I said to you before, Whoopi Goldberg, one, if not my favorite actress of all time. If I was producing a show and she said she'll be in it, whatever she wants. If you want to play Camille, you can play Camille. I love Whoopi Goldberg. Okay. And honestly, this is the character to me. Although I see Whoopi Goldberg, it's still, it's not a part where I'm like, oh, I don't see what's happening here. No, Whoopi plays Get It Together very well. So I can appreciate her in this show. But unfortunately, Andrea Martin, the actress, who I'm sure you've seen her in so many different things. And her on the show, she always brings a level of funny. I'm like, does she improvise her lines? Because it just always seems like Andrea Martin. She's such a phenomenal actress. She loses her job because, well, she's suspended from her job because of some J.K. Rowling type conversation that she was having at a rally. And if you know the whole J.K. Rowling, whatever you want to call her, Harry Potter writer controversy, then you know what I'm talking about. Yes, Bunny says she's hilarious. And I hope that we get more of her. I know Whoopi replaces her, but I hope we do get more of her in later seasons. I like that character. She's funny. If anything, she's funny and quirky, but Whoopi's a little bit more serious and distinguished in the role that she's playing. And I kind of want to see more funny. I want to see some more funny, but we should get funny from Whoopi. She's a comedian. Anyways, Brittany's Titanic engagement party. So Brittany met her then fiance through Camille and Ian when they were together, but now they're no longer together. I like Brittany. She was a random character. She's not part of the four women that are the stars of the show. We gotta get her on the show. Shirley Ralph needs to be a friend, something. We need Shirley Ralph on Harlem, okay? Brittany, we don't get Brittany as a main character, but she's a nice side character. She almost reminds me a little bit of Bitsy that we got from Sex and the City, on And Just Like That. So she's sort of like this side character, which I appreciated her coming because she's funny, quirky, and weird at the same time. That yoga session, because we find out from Brittany her then engagement, which she invited Camille to. She finds out later that he cheated on her. So she comes to the yoga upset about that. And the ladies end up talking about men. Look, that's why we compare this to Sex and the City, because it's about these women's dating life. And Grace Byers' character, Quinn, Camille, and Brittany are all talking about men and their issues with men. And then they start using the N-word. And they're using it loudly amongst these white women. And the instructor tells them, can you not use those words? We don't like those types of words used here. They're like, we're N-words. We can use it. look, that's a whole other conversation. We're going to have that conversation tomorrow when we talk about Below Deck and the controversy that's going on over there. I don't like using the N-word. I've said that, but I get it. Other Black people use it, whatever. But do we use it in front of white people? I was uncomfortable with them, the use of it amongst all of those white folks. Is it just me? Tammy says, yes, we need more Britney. I don't know if we need more Britney, but I like her as a side character that comes in and out. I don't need to know her full story. I like her, though. I think she's great on the show. Omar says, hell no. Logan says, I don't mind. Jen Bunny says, that was cringe. Curvy Queen says, I hate the N-word, and we can't use it here in Britain. I'm shocked how Americans use it. Yeah, everywhere is a little different. But they end up leaving, but kept on saying it. That was a cringy scene, but I think it goes with the theme of what they're trying to do in Harlem. It's become so gentrified that they're trying to break that up by still living there and being there. They're trying to break it up. That's the way I interpreted it. But when you guys call in, you'll let me know. We have almost 300 people watching, guys. Let's get to 150 likes, and I will drop the call-in link so I can hear what you guys have to say. Where are we with the likes? Let me look. Oh, we're almost there, guys. Like the video if you haven't liked it already. I do want to hear what you guys have to say. Diana, yeah. I hate hearing it, and I hate you. I don't use it, but you know. Look, you know. All right. Britney has her Titanic engagement. The engagement's off. She finds out that he's cheating. She reveals that at the yoga studio. Camille finds out that Ian has moved on because at the Titanic party, she meets his, first of all, the actress that plays his fiance in this show is also in Queens on ABC, which she played a lesbian on that. But now, look, acting. It's called acting. So she meets his fiance at this engagement party, but she also kisses him at this engagement party. Because remember, they didn't really break up because of anything terrible, but we don't know what they broke up, the reason why they really broke up yet in the first 4 episodes. So Camille is upset in episode 3 because not only is Ian back in town and she kissed Ian and she's unsure about what's going on there. My thing is, though, if he kisses you, real life or pretend, you're going to be shook the next day. Oh my God. So, Skylar in my TikTok chat said, I watched this twice already. Love it. I'm literally in the middle of a second watch of Harlem on Prime Video. But let's be honest. If Tyler or Ian kisses you, you're going to be messed up the next day. Okay? So she's messed up because she feels like her life is falling apart. Ian's back in town. She is not going to get her tenure because her boss, Andrea Martin, is no longer her boss because she's suspended for being J.K. Rowling. Now, Dr. Pruitt is going to be replacing her. Okay? We get to meet Dr. Pruitt. Oh, sidebar. Quinn and her dating life. So she got the man stole her bag in Long Island and she got stuck in Long Island. By episode 3, Quinn is now, she's met this white guy on a dating app. She finally gets a video chat from him and is like, oh my God, guys, he's real. Because, they thought he was a catfish. So she was like, she's been texting with him. Come to find out, she goes, we've been talking a lot about these pyramid schemes this week. She goes on a date with him. She walks in, there's a bunch of women. He comes out, and it's a pyramid scheme. And she's like, oh, hell no. It can never work out for Quinn. Not yet. Oh, goodness. Angie, Angie is a star, is one of the stars of the show. Okay? She is one of the stars of the show. She is the comic relief. She adds so much funny for me. And there's so many other moments that happen with her character. She is in the musical Get Out. She was a former recording artist. She's sleeping on Quinn's couch. Quinn takes care of her a lot because she's unemployed. But she falls in love with an Uber driver. Okay. Of course, she sort of is. Isn't she like, she's not Tommy. Who would she be? I don't even know. She's Jack. She is the Jack of Will and Grace, where she's living off of Quinn. Even using Quinn's American Express, she uses Quinn's Uber. Look, so she gets an Uber and she meets this man. And she falls in love. This is on her way to the Get Out audition. Come to find, mind you, she is trying to find this man because she gets out the Uber and she's like, oh my God, I didn't get your number. Don't you always have their information though in your thing? But I guess you don't have their number. But can't you message them? I don't know. I don't use Uber enough. So that episode, the journey of Angie trying to find her Uber driver, she eventually does find him. And then she realizes he lives in his car and that's not going to work for her. And I don't blame her. She's like, I live on a couch, you live in a car. This is not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, so Camille and her relationship with Whoopi, she introduces herself to Whoopi because she's like, oh, a sister. She's going to help me get this job. She's going to look out for me. And that's not going to be the situation. She makes a fool of herself at Whoopi's home. And then she invites Whoopi to a rally that she originally was not going to be a part of because she really is a social media activist, which is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There are some that are out in the trenches and there are some that are advocating in other forms. But Whoopi's of the old school, Dr. Pruitt's of the old school, was like, no, you need to be out there doing it. Which later, it gets, oh, that scene, later episodes, that scene when Camille goes to her office and then that one tear falls, we'll get there. But Whoopi is not impressed by her. Dr. Pruitt's not impressed by Camille and what she does. But Camille lies and says, I'm going to be at this protest. And she goes to the protest. And actually, Dr. Pruitt goes to the protest as well. But the restaurant that she's protesting, she doesn't know that our boy, this handsome man, he is the chef. So the end of episode 3 leads into a argument between Ian and Camille. So before I jump into episode 4, I'm going to drop the call and link. I know you guys have a lot to say about Harlem. We're just talking about episodes 1 through 4. We will talk about episodes 5 through 8. Yes. 5 through 8. More than likely tomorrow. We're also going live tomorrow in the afternoon to talk about Below Deck and the controversy that's going on over there. So let me just drop this call link. I do want to see what you guys have to say. We have almost 300 people in the chat. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already. If you're watching the replay of this, be sure to let us know your thoughts and favorite characters from the show. We are advocating that this show be renewed immediately, Amazon. Can we all tag Amazon? Kirby Queen says, my future hubby. Tyler claiming him. You know what? You don't got to throw it in my face. I already know that he only goes for you guys, but it's all right. I'm claiming someone that looks like him. No, it's all right. That's all right. Because, I also think Jameson, the other character, Camille's love interest in this, I think he's good looking too. I mean, he's no Ian, but he's cute too. He also looks like he's taller than Ian. Just saying. And also her student was cute. He was sexy. Her student, I just didn't like his personality. He just was like a little too flirtatious. I just be a little bit more smoother. He was just a little too much. But that's the character. That's the character he was playing. Rebecca, don't give me any hope. You never know, Kempire. He could go. You never know. Princess Gabby says Jameson's cute too. All right. All right, I forgot to pin this thing. Hold on, y'all. Let me just pin this. Pin. There we go. Before we take any callers, though. If y'all don't send me a reminder sometimes. Oh my gosh. What time is it, y'all? Guys, it's 12 Days of Christmas here on the channel, and I'm so excited. Shout out to everyone that has been a part of this 12 days of giveaways here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, let me slow down the chat so I can see. Ooh, let's do this. Hold on, y'all. TikTok, if you want to be a part of the giveaway and you are a subscriber to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, head on over there. Let's go here. Delay, slow down the chat. Okay. Are you guys ready? All right, let me take all this off. Back to this. All right. AJ, what's happening? I haven't watched live in a while. It's 12 days of giveaways, 12 days of Christmas here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We've been giving away ever since Sunday. We've given away a coldest water bottle. We've given away fantastic women's wear. And today we're giving away a beautiful, let me go to my little stuff over here. Yesterday we gave away a hand mixer, a KitchenAid hand mixer. Whew. We got a lot of really great gifts. Earlier today, we gave away some Amazon gift cards. Excited for this week. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this. First of all, I want to say thank you to Danielle Hunt for giving us today's gift and sponsoring today's gift. She's giving away 2 items from Stella and Dot. So we appreciate her. The first item, of course, is the Game Changer Mini Animal Dot, valued at $94. For being mini, this bag packs a lot of punch. This mini tote is the perfect size for just the essentials. The Animal Dot is a print that reads as a neutral and is timeless. Utilize the novelty contrast crossbody or hold the handles. This bag also has a front slip pocket to keep your phone and keys for ease. Okay, so there's a zip top closure, one large exterior slip pocket, interior zip pocket, comes with a detachable novelty crossbody strap in navy and red. All right, okay, so this is one of the items. Okay, hold on. We got more items though, y'all. We got more items. Oh, all right. So the other item that Danielle's giving away from Stella and Dot is the Breast Cancer Awareness Mini Halo Stud Set, valued at almost $40. In support of breast cancer awareness, we're breaking out all the pinks in this fresh spin on our Halo Stud Set. 3 studs in pink hues interchange with a sparkling halo for a mix and matchable look that helps bright pink in its mission to prevent breast and ovarian cancer. Okay, so one lucky winner will have an opportunity today to win these items. Again, thank you to Danielle. More information for our replay crew. We'll be posting a link to Danielle's store in the description of this video after the live. So let's see who's going to win these amazing gifts. 12 days of Christmas here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Let's see. Let's roll our dice. Again, I have no idea. This is all done through a... wait a second. Somebody's backstage. I can't backstage right now. All right, let's roll it. Let's see. Let's see. Boom. Oh, Data. Okay, Data. Data, can we roll this again? I know Data's in the building, but Data, I already know you're not going to want this because you're a man, right? Let me just confirm with Data. I don't want to... If Data has a sister that he wants to give it to, Data... I'll give Data an opportunity. As you guys can see, I just rolled the dice with Nightbot. Yes, roll again. Thanks, Data. Boom. Bunny cheeks. Bunny cheeks. Chicks. Oh, yeah, bunny chicks. There we go. Is Bunny Chicks in the building? Bunny chicks. Sorry, Data. We'll do something else for you, Data. Don't worry. Yeah, is that a no way as you don't believe or no way you don't want? All right. Awesome. Bunny Chicks, thank you so much. Congratulations. Again, thank you to Danielle Hunt for this amazing sponsorship and gift. Again, we're going to post more information on her store in the description of this video after the live, so be sure to check that out and support and check out all the other items that she has available there from Stella and Dot. Again, this is a bit, look, if I wore handbags, I might get me one. Look at that print, y'all. I'm just saying. All right. Anyways, let's take some callers, guys. Again, congratulations to, first, Bunny Chicks, email us at giveaways@thekempire.com. Again, giveaways with an S at thekempire.com with your name and your username so we can verify everything. Okay. Oh, all right. Let's take... Yes. Black Jelly Week. I don't choose. This is all done through Nightbot. It's an automated system just so that I have no prejudice involved. Okay? No prejudice involved. But congratulations. And again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Don't forget, guys, Stunner Couture also is giving you guys 40% off, which is very, very generous of Sheila Donaldson and her company, Stunner Couture. If we can post a link to their store also in the chat, KEMP 40 for 40% off of items at her store. So be sure to check that out. All right. We have a line backstage. Thank you. And thank you to Data. Data, do me a favor, email me giveaways at TheKempire as well, please. Thank you. All right. Amy J, I'm going to bring you up for a comment. What's going on, Amy?
Hey, Kempire. Yesterday, I did not hang up on you.
I
didn't. Let me tell you what happened. What happened. My daughter was coming in the room, and she knows I call in, so she was trying to hurry up and get it. I had to hang up quick because she's going to embarrass me. I was like, I got to go. Click.
Oh, okay.
So said,
I was like, oh my God, did I offend her?
I said, okay, bye. Because she was kind of busting the room and saying, Kempire. I said, no, not on my watch.
Okay.
I know I got kids, but everybody don't need to hear it. Okay.
So have you been watching this show?
Yeah, I did. I watched it like 5 times. I love the show, but I got the characters totally mixed up than you because I put Ty as Miranda.
Really?
She's not super over sexualized. She has a little player in her, but I felt like the other little couch surfer is more like Miranda. Samantha. She's more of a hybrid of Samantha. Because
I can see that because I wasn't sure how to label Angie because I definitely don't think she's a Miranda.
Yeah, I mean Ty is I gave her Miranda because she's more like headstrong. That's what I gave her
I can
4.
see that.
She seems like she has her stuff together. But
She's like a mix though.
yeah, I like the overall show, but I will say some things were so predictable I wasn't feeling. And it was the Ian character. I thought he was just too pretty. I like him. Don't get it twisted. I think he's cute. I just think he's too pretty. I just
Really?
I want something more.
If you had to cast it and it was an actor that we all know, who would you cast? How dare you?
I was thinking not this person, but something close to it, like an Idris Elba, somebody a little bit more rugged.
Come on now, the budget for this is not that high.
I mean, I like Ian. I'm getting used to him, but when I first saw him, I was just like, why did he pick this character? He's too cute. Because Megan's so pretty and he's so pretty. It's hard to believe the story, but I still like got into it. Yeah, I liked it. Jasmine Guy, I think they did the accent because Quinn's the real Quinn, what's her name? Bree, whatever, I forgot her last name, but she's Caribbean. I think they kind of infused it with her background, like, well, maybe we can make your mother have a Caribbean accent since you are in true deed Caribbean. And she said in the story she identifies with Caribbean in the story as well, so I think that's why they added the accent. But I thought it was kind of, I felt like I kept hearing Whitley inside of the Caribbean accent. Did you feel that way? No. I was like, is that Whitley? And I was like, they should just drop the accent. I didn't like the accent. The overall, I love the way the show is going. I just want more realistic male characters. I'm not saying he can't be with her. I just think he's just super too cute. I mean, and I hope he's not the Mr. Biggs for this story. Because how many times you got to get the girl being with the man who's married and he don't know what he wants? I mean, we did that already. Let's try something different. That's all.
Do you think we'll explore that at the end of the week? I don't want to get too far ahead, just in case people haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, but like him being engaged, I was like, this has happened with Big. He was engaged, right? And then he had this like kind of love affair with Karen, even though he's engaged. So I was kind of like, I like it, but I don't want her to. I don't want her to be her. I don't want him to be her Mr. Biggs. I want her to find somebody else.
Do you like Jameson?
No, I didn't like Jameson. I didn't. I said I didn't like the male leads. Out of all of the male leads, I do think I like the Skeeter guy. What's his name? The dancer. The Quinn got with.
Oh yeah. Oh.
He was the only lead that I was
about the stripper. I love how you called him a dancer. You mean the stripper? Huh? I love how you called him the dancer. I got confused. I mean, yeah. He is a dancer. He's a dancer, but
yeah, I like him. I like him as a lead. Other than that, I didn't really like the male leads. Now, Ty, I really love Ty's character. I know I see a lot of people didn't like it, but I love Ty's character. I felt like we need to see this person explore and be just 3-dimensional all the way around. We need to see that because we're used to one type of, dominant gay woman character, and I just like the way she has like so many layers to her. So I want to see more of that. And
literally, she has a lot of layers.
Bring it back for a second season.
I think so, because you guys have been hitting me up like crazy to talk about the show, which says to me that a lot of people are watching it, and it's trending high on Amazon right now too.
I watched it like 5 times. I know that story in and out.
Is that why it's trending? Oh Lord!
All right, complaining about the characters. I still love them.
Amy, I appreciate you calling in. All right, I think Amy, there's a delay, so I had to drop you. Sorry. All right. Charles says the cast is fine as is. However, Charles, we are pushing for a replacement. We are pushing for a replacement of this character. Sorry. My God. And guess who's older? Cheryl Lee Ralph. Damn it. All right. Okay, let me change this back, guys. I'm gonna fix the chat back because we already did our winner. Let's fix the chat back. I'm gonna take it off of slow mode. Back to this. I know you guys are probably annoyed with slow mode. It's all right. That's all right. All right, we fixed it back. All right. Curvy Jersey, I'm gonna bring you up. What's going on, Curvy Jersey?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm calling from New Jersey, obviously.
You never know.
So, I have to say that initially I was like, "Oh my gosh, here we go again, another show about New York," because I really liked Run the World. I like that show. And so when I heard of this, I had to say I was not feeling it because I want to see other Black women outside of New York, Atlanta, California. Like,
Mm,
let's show some of our stories from Chicago, Houston, Midwest. I want to know what their swag is like. So I was kind of nervous, but I said I still will support. And I'm glad I did because I really enjoy Harlem. Of course, I'm from Jersey, but I visit Harlem frequently. So I'm familiar with all the buildings and everything that they showed on the show. But I will say that, in my opinion, I think Camille is Carrie, Quinn is Charlotte, Angie to me is Samantha because she's very sexual
yeah.
and I'm on episode 9, so I'm not going to ruin it for nobody. But I would say Angie is, she's open sexually, and of course, to me, I agree with the previous caller. Ty is Miranda because she is headstrong. She's very smart, and she has that BDE energy that
Mm.
Miranda had. You know what I mean? Like the way that she carried herself. She was very a powerful woman. And
And a lot of people thought that Miranda would have been a lesbian on the show.
yeah, exactly. And maybe I think she could have been, but it was just too early for Sex in the City to go there with women.
Mm,
So I think Miranda could have been that character on Sex in the City, the original Sex in the City, of course. So I really like this how they show the buildings of Harlem, the culture of Harlem. Some folks may not be aware that there are people trying to take over or took over Harlem.
yeah.
And that's called gentrification.
Yeah.
And gentrification is another way of saying white supremacy. So
Mm,
earlier in in your show, you mentioned how people were surprised that there was so much racism in New York. But if you look at the fact that they're trying to relabel Harlem as Soha,
mm,
meaning Soho, and Harlem means Soha, and marketing to people that are on the Bravo show, that real estate show on Bravo
yep.
or whatever, trying to get people that do not look like us to move to Harlem. So it's just those type of racism when you mix it with the classism, that's when it's even more heightened in how we take hold to our own communities because people do not want us here. So I wasn't surprised on the fact that Ty wanted to create an app for people of color in the gay community because we want to create an app for people in the heterosexual community. And then also, when people are looking at her sideways because she's with a white woman, they do that with heterosexual women too.
Mm,
So I just think, or men, you know what I mean? I just think that each community is trying to have their own piece of the pie. And then when you're with the colonizer, I'm sorry for the people that are Caucasian on our show, but that's how it is. And I kind of respect Ty's character, and I respect the people of Harlem
mm,
showcasing that conversation for us to have. I think they went there versus the other shows. What I
mm.
do like about it is also about Harlem is funnier than Run the World. I'm sorry to compare, but Run the World is a little bit more dramatic, whereas Harlem is funnier, and I like those
Comedy.
moments. Yeah, like Quinn, you seriously going to meet this guy and at the in Staten Island and told him
Long
to watch
Island,
your
not
purse.
Staten Island. Long Island.
Long Island, I'm sorry. In Long Island, and you tell him to watch your purse. You really think he's gonna watch your purse? And then you're gonna, I'm surprised you even had your fur at the end of the show because you went to the bathroom to, wash your pants. So it was like those little fun type of things. And Angie is a hoot. I love Angie. She's too funny for me, especially when she plays the nanny. So yeah, I really like the show. Again, at first I was kind of skeptical about it, but I'm glad that everyone is doing their thing on the show. And Tyler who plays Ian. He is fine. He is fine. He is fine. I don't need another Idris Elba. Let's give this brother his props. I was watching him on Tyler Perry's other show because he was fine on that show too. And so
that's the only reason why I recognized him. I never watched the show. I just I recognized the face. I said, "Who's that?"
Yes, he is fine. So yeah, and I do like Megan Good for this character. I think this is her judge. I think this type of role is her judge, so she should stick with it. There's some actresses that are not meant to win an Oscar, and I think Megan Good is perfect for stuff like this. Like she's not, what I mean? She's not like that. But I do want to make reference to some other suggestions to replace Jasmine Guy. What about Lynn Whitfield to play? She does have a Caribbean accent. I think she did a show where she did a Caribbean accent.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that too.
Gina Torres. She used to be married to Lawrence Fishburne. She's Cuban descent, but she's still Caribbean descent. She used to play on Suits with Meghan Markle. And then my Garcelle Bouvet. She could play, Quinn's mom, as well as maybe, just maybe, she needs a job, Robin Givens.
Okay.
Maybe. So yeah. But Jasmine Guy, she's messing it up for the people.
All right, Kirby Jersey, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, Kempire. Everyone stay safe.
You too. Bye. Those are some good suggestions. The only thing is that some of them, I like with Robin Givens, I feel like Robin still looks like she's the same age as Grace Byer. She still looks really great. So I don't know if that would work necessarily, but I'm still look. I'm going to still stick with Sheryl Lee Ralphs. I think someone said that Sheryl Lee's been booked and busy, but she could have made time. Look, she's Jamaican. Erica, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Erica?
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well. I just can't believe y'all trying to fire Jasmine. Y'all should be ashamed. Ashamed. Come on, she's had a hard life. She is my favorite character. Did you see her on the Tamara Hall show?
No.
It broke your heart. Her ex-husband, who she has a daughter with, he, I think, just took all her money. I don't know if she had a prenup, but she's clearly on hard times, people.
Are you serious? I didn't know.
Yeah, on hard times. Like she cried. She's very, very private person. And to see her break down about her financial issues, I guess, it's been hard to get a job. You get older and let's let her keep the job, people. Let her keep the job.
Okay. But here's the thing, and I said this too. You didn't have to force her to have a Jamaican accent because we know a lot of Jamaican people that have come here that have turned their accent off. Okay. And only amongst their people, you'll hear the accent come out. She didn't have to use the accent. They didn't have to. I get they want to have the same energy, but it didn't have to be what it was.
Right.
Or you could have got a better dialect coach.
Right. Do you know some people I don't know. Is it true you could lose your accent a little bit? Maybe that's what it was. It was a little. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. She's been in America for
I appreciate
40
you telling
years.
us. I appreciate you telling us about her struggles. I had no idea, but she has been.
Yeah. She's not the glamorous Whitley at all, But anyways, let's let her keep the job, people. Have a heart. It's Christmas. So
I mean, they already shot the show, Erica.
I know.
Check.
I love this show. I watched it one day, Saturday, didn't do anything. I watched the whole show. Do you okay, because I know how y'all New Yorkers are. Do you frequent Harlem? Do you know these buildings, these restaurants are wait a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad.
First of all, there were a lot of people saying that they didn't highlight Harlem enough in the show, but we also have to remember it was a pandemic. It was a pandemic. And they couldn't do a lot of stuff here in New York because of the pandemic.
Okay, because I was going to say, do you know those restaurants? Because that's one of the reasons why I love watching Potomac and other Atlanta and other housewives. I know it's not a reality show, but just to be like, oh, I want to go and taste the food. So I was just wondering if you knew of any of those places.
Well, I don't freaking Harlem like that.
I know you were supposed to say that.
But I know a lot of people that did recognize. Okay. You know, we had someone called in before. They said they recognize a lot of the stuff that they saw being featured on the show. Look, that's not my hood. But I can still appreciate it because I still recognize the feel of New York there. Like it looks like a New York street.
I know you salty because there's just nothing about Brooklyn.
I'm not from Brooklyn.
I thought you lived in Brooklyn.
Nope. Stop trying to find out where I live.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Fast forward. Or rewind, whatever. Anyways, let me just cut this off. I love the show. I think it's excellent. They definitely need a season 2 back. I kind of wish that their breakup was something, I don't know, more, oh, I can't stand you. Like, I don't want her to, it was predictable. I just don't want her to get back into a relationship with him so fast. If it is truly Carrie, I do want to see her dip and dabble and do all the crazy mistakes of dating. But I guess that's what Quinn is for. Clearly, you'll get into that later because Quinn just took a dive. And yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Erica, thank you so much for calling in and advocating for Jasmine Guy to keep her position on the show.
Keep Jasmine on the show.
Look. All right. I didn't know that Jasmine Guy went through all the things that she went through. But she already got the check. All right. Obi, I'm going to bring you up. And why in the hell does Obi have this picture?
Hey, Kempire, because we're in the spirit of festivities, okay?
What in the hell is going on with Obi right now?
So what is your next cause? Because you know you have all these causes that you do every month for charity.
No, we decided this month that we're not going to do a cause because it's the holidays, and I don't like to beg people for money during the holidays.
And what's your next cause?
Stay tuned.
Okay, so how about I'll tell you later what I want you to do for your next cause. Because I'm trying to make something. I'm trying to make Kempire do something for his next cause. Anyway, let me just go quickly into the series. So I like the series. Guess what? I have Amazon Prime, and I've actually never logged into Amazon Prime in almost a year. Until I saw your, I was like, okay, let me just check this out. And I was like, Initially, I looked at the preview, and then I looked at it again. I was like, is this like a Sex and the City 2.0 or Be Mary Jane, revival or something? Mm-hmm. But then when I started watching it, I was like, oh, it actually makes a lot of sense. But then I still have some things I don't like about the series. Well, I love about it. I love the comedy. I love the fun. I love the lightheartedness. I'm actually getting to learn a little bit more about Harlem, I guess, because I don't know a lot about it. But why does there always have to be why does there always have to be a lesbian who seems to me like it's a trophy lesbian amongst a group of friends? And then even if that has to happen, why is it kind of stereotypical? So that's my own critique from that.
Okay.
And then why does the person who ends up being on the couch have to be the black skin girl? That's another critique I have also. And that's just I'm like, oh. That's just taking it away from the whole lightheartedness. I mean, besides that, it's a great series. Love Tyler Lepley, love
colorism. It's a great series.
So Tyler Lepley, I knew him from The Haves and the Have-Nots. That's where I knew him from. So yeah,
that's my boo.
Good addition to the.
Don't be surprised y'all see all of a sudden one day he comes up behind me.
Yeah,
they didn't want to have a daytime talk show.
Jasmine Guy.
What about her?
Let's move on. Okay. Oh, damn. So Kempire, there's this song that I really love that I've actually been hearing on your channel. And I'm going to sing it today. And I want you to sing with me. That's for $100 in your next course. Boom. Let's go, Kempire. I want to hear your voice. Kempire has been saying he's a singer. I want to hear him sing tonight.
Obi, thank you for calling. Have a great rest of your evening. Obi,
sorry, I'm not putting you on the spot, but I want to hear your voice, though, Kempire. Sing for me.
Go to Spotify. It's available.
Kempire to sing for $100 going to his next cause. Kempire.
Obi, go to Spotify. Obi, we appreciate you calling in. I haven't eaten dinner yet. It's almost 7 o'clock. Bye. All right. We're gonna get to a couple more callers, guys. Before we do, if you're just joining us, we are talking about Harlem. That's now available on Prime Video. We are just going through episodes 1 through 4. We'll go through 4 through 8. Well, not 4 through 8, 5 through 8, more than likely tomorrow. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, get subscribed and be sure to check out some of the hot topics that you already missed here on the channel. We don't just talk about reality TV or scripted television. We talk about everything in pop culture. And be sure to subscribe to my podcast, Kempire Radio, where you can find on all major podcast platforms. All right. AJ, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, AJ? AJ. You're muted. AJ. All right, AJ, got to drop you. Not least inspires. I'm going to bring you up. What's going on? You're muted, Nolly. I guess something's going on.
Okay. No, I've got it together, darling. Just give me a minute. How are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you? Wait.
I'm good. I just wanted to say hi. I love your intro, the holiday intro, and you made the atmosphere look really great. Great vibes, great music. I enjoyed all of that. I have not had a chance to really get into Harlem, but everyone in my area is talking about it as well. So I'm going to be excited to catch up and maybe catch up on my characters and really have a little more input for you. And I think everybody kind of said what I wanted to say about the Ian guy. I remember him from the Have and Have Nots.
Mm-hmm.
Benny. But Benny was more of a thug, baby. Oh, yes, Benny, he pretty, but he got that way. He got that side. He a little ruggish when he want to be. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, and you were drooling over there, Mon. I said, quit drooling, Mon.
Even that was better than Jasmine Guy, but don't worry, we'll leave it alone.
Oh my God, bless her heart. I can't even talk about her now.
No.
Yeah. So we'll pray for Jasmine, and maybe they can do some modifications or something like that and help her out. And I was trying to think of some moms, but I can't think of any Caribbean moms. Actually, I mean, maybe they should have let Whoopi be the mom. I think she could have done an okay accent. Or then you got Angela Bassett. I love Jennifer Jones. Is it Jennifer Jones?
I don't know.
Jennifer God, Lewis. It may be Lewis. She recently did a book. Broadway actress too. She plays a mom on a lot of shows.
Yep.
She has an afro now, but the thing is crazy. She bet. You know what I mean? But anyway, you're not smiling. I don't appreciate that. Now you got to smile or something. But I'll let you go because I didn't have as much as I thought I could say. I did want to say hello to you and everyone. Happy holidays. And hopefully I'll get a chance to call you back and have something to say about the show. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Other than recognizing Benny, huh?
Thanks so much for calling in.
All right. Thanks for having me, dear. You have a wonderful evening.
Bye. Cherie says, I love Cheryl Lee Ralph. Me too. Look, but it's all right. It's all right. We're not gonna rag on Cheryl Lee Ralph. I'm gonna try AJ again. AJ, are you there? AJ?
Hello?
Here we go.
Hey.
What are your thoughts on Harlem?
Well, I've pretty much finished the season. I really enjoyed the show overall, but I just have a few issues with it. Like the other caller was saying about like Angie kind of being the homeless one. Like I really didn't like that at all. Also, I thought she was overly sexualized. Like I think that's kind of played out at this point. Like why all the dark-skinned women gotta be like super like sexual? I mean, it's been happening like since forever. Like even when like let's think back to like Coming to America. Like the black sister was the sexy one. You know what I mean? She was the one that was like checking out the other ones like boyfriends and stuff. Do you remember that? Like the scene when like he came to her room and he was soaking wet and she was like, oh, let me like help you out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's played out at this point. So I kind of didn't like that. But I really liked Camille. Like I think, like I said in the chat, like I never seen Megan Good play a character like nerdy like that.
Yeah.
Like she was real awkward and dorky kind of. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like she's really doing a good job. Like she's really awkward. So I liked seeing her like that. Ty was tricky because I understood like why she did what she did, and I don't want to say too much. But it was tough because it's like, how can you hold a secret like that, and then you're confused and people don't really know why you did it.
Yeah.
You know, so that was kind of tough. But my heart, like, I understood it though. I understood why she did what she did. But overall, like, I think it was a really good show, and I would like to see another season. I think, again, with Camille, I think she was in a rock and a hard place with the two guys, because, like she said, like, she has to really pick her past or her present, you know, and that's a tough situation considering the history, you know. So y'all just got to keep watching. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I think overall it's a good show. Yeah.
Thanks, AJ, for calling in.
All right, take care.
Bye. All right. I love having these conversations with you guys. And if you're watching the replay of this, I want to know your thoughts on the first 4 episodes. The first 4 episodes of Harlem that's now available on Amazon Prime Video. I know, very much like what Obi just says, I forget that I have it, but there is a lot of really great content on there as well. And now we have a new show to talk about and recap, a scripted show, unlike the reality shows that we talk about all the time. And if you missed it, we did a Sex and the City reboot conversation on And Just Like That last Friday, and we're going to continue this week when episode 3 becomes available. I'm probably going to watch episode 1 and 2 again for a third time. It's good. It's good. Anyways, thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. Oh wait, did I get to all the super chats? Oh no, I did not. Thank you so much, Crystal, for the super chat. Cheryl Lee Ralph was working on Abbott Elementary, which is a good show, by the way, a new show on ABC that comes on tonight. Thank you, Crystal, for, first of all, for the super chat and also for letting me know. I didn't know. I love Cheryl Lee Ralph. I love her. Love her. But like I said, she's doing it now. Doesn't mean she couldn't have did Harlem. They filmed that a while ago, last winter, based on what I could tell. So, oh my gosh, Tia, he does look like a Wayans. You think he might be a nephew or someone? Erica, me too. Erica said, thank you so much for the super chat. Erica says, I liked the anthropology piece of the show. I just like that she's a professor. Like she's smart. She's a doctor. Camille's character is a doctor. So I like that element of it. But as we see later in the season, her level of education is questioned by Dr. Pruitt. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, along with our Below Deck recap. Guys, thank you again to our callers, to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. Thank you to our moderators. Thank you to everyone that sends in a super chat. Thank you to everyone that donates via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I only see those after the live, so I want to say thank you now. Thank you in advance. Thank you to everyone watching on multiple platforms. I appreciate you all being here. Let's get to, where are we with the likes? Yes, let's get to 200 likes before we end this live. And I'm going to play some music before we go anyway. So let's go. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I will see you guys later. It's dinner time. It's dinner time. Oh no, I don't like this one. Can I change the song? No, not that one either.